Episode 51 of Valheim, Slow and Easy. Hello, everybody. It's me, Hank. I gotta get away from that thing so it stops making that noise. It's me, Hank. Hello, everybody. We're in the leech farm, or the coal farm, or some other term. This is a swamp up north in the map here. This is where we destroyed Bone Mass. He's one of the first bosses, and had a great time doing it. I think it might even be video of that one, but yeah, so all over this place, I've been keeping myself busy terraforming, swamp forming, as we swamp formers like to call it. I discovered a trick that if you, as I explained in the last episode where we redesigned our coal portal, if you just carve out the ground so that it's wet, the Surtling guys are destroyed by their natural enemy, water. Unfortunately, they're born in a swamp, which is a place where water comes from above and below. Pretty humid. So, rough going for them. And they die. And then they leave their charred organs behind, which we call coal. And aren't we so lucky for it, because it gives us light with which to walk around and see in the dark. Improving everything. Keeping madness at bay, which is the goal of life. Sometimes we don't always win that battle. So I get a lot of easy coal. That's where all this coal comes from. So this corner, I've actually just been doing this. I've been kind of, look how this looks cool. I haven't looked at it from this angle. I've been adding all these chests. I want this place to look like something out of boring Alice in Wonderland. Something along the lines of weird boxes. I could have made them more askew. I did put a little effort into lining them up. But, yeah, these are just like scaffolding, so we're going to tear down. But, you know, maybe I'll build the boxes all the way up to the top as if they reach to the heavens. Oh, see, they're born, they die, and then they leave behind charred body parts. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fun? So I have all the Surtlings, all the Surtling cores I could ever want. That's mostly what these boxes are. Look at that. Look in the box. Surtling cores, Surtling cores, Surtling cores, Surtling cores, Surtling cores. Again, these all have one in them each, I think. So I've been building them around this corner here so that they're fully rounded. And it's been a satisfying construction project that I'm going to continue. We're not going to do that much right now. Maybe I'll come back. I mean, I could show you slightly. It's just like, it's just doing this. Make a face. My face goes like this. And then I do that real slowly, and I just click on stuff. Okay. So. Oh, there's a... Yeah, so okay. See how kind of open it is? It's dark. We're in the middle of... It's nighttime, so it's even dark in the swamp. So see how open it is? Normally, swamps are... See that little tree right there? Those are the kind that you can cut down. That's where we get ancient bark. And I haven't run along this way in a while, actually. Okay, good. It's getting daytime. So this is like an old land bridge thing we built a while back. That is a weird skull thingy. That's where bone mass comes from. You got to put something in there that turns bone mass on, and then bone mass comes out all randy, and you gotta go, no, bone mass, leave me alone, boner mass, and then you whoop its butt. This one I have not cut down because I'm using it for support. So over here though, we have the Surtling core, and it's a wonderful way to get free stuff, as I've shown you. This is a portal to another one. We're gonna go there. We're gonna run there. This one I think is to the coast. Yeah, for some reason I had one on the coast, and this is a different Cert. So this is what I was saying in the last episode, is there's two of these extra portals. Oh yeah, this one actually goes to Swamp Start. I meant to rename that one. There you go. That'll take us back to the opening. So I'm kind of redoing this whole corner of this base. And I want to have it so that, like, I might make it so that it's easy to just go to the corners from the main base. You know, changing kind of this transportation system. Now, what's cool is I built these these elevated platforms for running, and this is what I've done recently. So you got a line. I might put a light in the middle to make it easier to line up. Oh, make sure we have some sustenance here. And, but if you line up your cursor just right, and you press auto run, which is the T button, it'll just run. And now I can take my hands off. Ooh. And this is how we... So there's still like short trees every... No, I don't do it every time, but I want to still chop down a bunch of short trees. It's kind of a fun engineering challenge to like extend these logs with core wood around. But it gives you a chance to look around and look for... Okay. So if we look ahead, we've already got another circling. Keep your eye over there too. That's where the third one is. So this is how I've got so much coal. But I want to go back. And you can leave them, you can leave the stuff laying around for a while if you want. You can tell I just have like boxes for stashing everywhere I go. Let's go back up to the top thing though. I'm doing a bad job giving you a tour. And so like you can kind of, I built these like platforms. There's still so much work to do. So you see how this is kind of a straight line? I did that on purpose. And what I want to do is eventually I will remove as many of the workbenches as I need, because they're like on and off switches for the spawning. And that'll create a bunch of the annoying bad guys as well, but it'll produce leeches. And then when I run a circuit to collect my coal, I'll be chased by increasing gaggles of leeches. I don't know what they call a herd of leeches, but gaggle sure seems to fit. A suction of leeches. And that way I can harvest their delicious blood bags, which are actually pretty useful. There's multiple recipes that use up those things. But this is also a place for easily spotting. Now sometimes they still surprise me, but getting rid of all those trees, chopping out the rocks, flattening the land. This is very much a swamp forming exercise, as I was saying. And we can hopefully spot a root monster, whatever those, behemoth I think they're called. And I just recently added this little bridge thing here, because I did have this kind of runway ending over here, but I've been doing some upgrades. So keep your eye over here though. You'll hear them activate, and we have a special surprise waiting for everybody over there. So yeah, I did just add this, and I kind of want to redo this to look a little cooler. It's pretty ramshackle as it is. So keep your eyes over there. So now I have this whole spot, which is kind of fun. Let's sprint so we can see it. This little bridge needs a bit of a railing. There they go. They spawned, and then they die. It's awesome. It is pretty fun. Yeah, so let's head over here. And now, one thing that was happening, it was kind of annoying, and I solved it, is that these guys were spawning on this log. And I said to myself, hey, they don't get off the log. They stay on the log. And then I got to run around and shoot them, or like come over here and be like, stab, 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 up on the log. And it's tedious. I don't have time for that. I have fancy lad business to do. I need to anoint my chest hair with rare oils. And so I found it very annoying. And I covered it. See, look at this guy. He's like, it's an arrow guy. These arrow guys gotta go. Gotta go, arrow guy. Excuse me. What about Blob? Great movie, Bill Murray. I should have said Bill Murray. That would have been a better improv. No, you want to do that? Yeah. I got that too. 1.5 can play at that game, skeleton. Look at this cool layer of mist, huh? If we sit down, we'll be in it. Yeah. That actually, when I said in it, I was not kidding. That's right perfectly lined up. I don't think I have the graphics fully maxed on this anyway, but okay, so it's pretty clear I've done a ton of work around here, right? It's pretty sad, to be honest, truthfully, but I I put this the roof thing up here to stop them from spawning, and then it didn't really fully work. So I built these sculptures out of X logs to honor my favorite film franchise, Triple X. No action film has ever been created before, during, or since that is as good as it. And thought that might solve the problem, but yet I was outsmarted once more when it spawned a fellow, as you've already noticed. Look at this, I've got a victim. I have a victim tucked away inside this gap. This fellow has been in there since the very beginning. Truly just like hanging out. Not the very beginning, I mean like hours and, you know, however many episodes we've been playing this game. This thing has been stuck here. And it's a level 1, so you get extra stuff. It also, that means it comes with extra kind of blue-ish, you know, that kind of, it's a very satisfying color of blue, actually. So, I like it. I think it's neat. It's like having a pet. But, yet, at the same time, I do think maybe I should let it loose and close it up. What do you think? We'll have to return to that. It does eat away at my coal production. That's the worst part about it. So let's go over here now. This is one of the corners that would be a base. I don't know if I'm calling this Cert 1 or Cert 2. Look at those bastards. That might be a level 2 right there. They take longer to die, so they get to invent, you know, advanced science concepts, philosophy, notions. Yeah, so I actually was just doing this in the last couple of days, is this little spot where I added these. I'm getting a little bit generous with my wisp lamps. That's the blue bulbs up there. So this one is sort of intended to center. You can see it from far away, but not all the way. That's why I want to do a light in the middle. So this is another pathway that'll take us down there. And we're not yet at full operations because we still have like workbenches all over the place. So that's kind of cool. I did just want to share this though. As you know in the game, one of the kind of tricky things is covered. These workbenches have to be covered and they have to have some sort of surrounding. And I was messing around with this one. It's really simple. It's like a little border thing, and then I put this roof above it. Almost, it's about as minimal as I think it can get. It's not fully tested for that, but it works. Meaning, I wouldn't be able to open this workbench menu if it wasn't covered properly. And it looks nice. Doesn't that look like a great little workbench? So I'm going to call this a design. This is definitely something that we can reuse. I think that's nice. I think it looks good. It works. It's open. See, look at them. Don't worry, you're somewhere better now with your ancestors. They were unhappy too while they were alive. So, yes, this whole like corner loop thing is something I've been doing lately. Having a lot of fun putting these coal or core wood pieces out. Here, let's pull it. But you can see what I mean. Like this will be a great leech. That's a deep spot. I don't want any spots where I have to swim. No leech farmer knows how to swim. Give me a break. I didn't get into leech farming to swim. If I wanted to get into swimming, I'd get into Olympic swimmer farming. So you have to kind of like up here it's pretty weak. Oh, and no wonder I haven't finished messing with this part. I thought I did that. So I enjoyed that part of it, though. I enjoyed trying to like build out these extensions because what I don't want to have anything vertical like this, even though there's plenty of spots where I'm going to have those. So I'm sort of going to try to like connect things to that and that, this little outcropping right there, and then like try to like get rid of this orange spot. Even though it doesn't get worse, it still holds itself up just fine. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, I think this whole farm leech / coal farm is kind of fun. It has a real it's very functional but also sort of sad and depressing in a lot of ways. Uh, but it'll be, yet like everything else, a work in progress. These are also just going to be for circling cores. I'm just going to put one in each box so that I don't even, I want to eventually just to not have to think about it and just walk up. And like it doesn't matter which one. Oh, I do that? As long as there's one in each. Okay. So you get the idea. So here, let's line up, press T, and take a break. Oh look, there's a thing all the way over there. Even some fishing I've done, which has been somewhat productive. I do eventually want to get a, I think I do have one size 3 of the what the hell do they call the swamp fish? Yeah, so I've just been redoing this part here, so it's not fully set up. I did. Oh yeah, that's right. That's my third. I forgot to warn you about that one. There's another one up here. They just came about and they died. You get used to it. The constant ongoing screams of your victims and their descendants, just the ceaseless cycles of them producing things you don't even need for your decoration addiction. This game really just does nail capitalism though, man, I tell you. It sure does. Let's see if this works. So these like little circle things I was going to fill in. Kind of gave up on that. We'll get back to it someday. So, you know, you can't see everywhere, but you can get a good feel for stuff that might have spawned. And if I don't show you this time, we'll definitely see it again someday. Oh, yeah, there's some. There they go. So that's the 5th one. So yeah, you get an idea for just like why I have so much damn coal. It's really nuts. So here, let's do a couple of runs. If you sprint the circuit, you can kind of, they won't spawn. Like it's just small enough to, I need to put some stairs over here. It's just small enough to put, that if you like sprint the whole circle, you won't, so you kind of going slow gives them time to respawn, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But we've been kind of messing around so we can kind of move it along. But yeah, it really changes the whole feeling of the place when you flatten. Like there's still a lot of rocks and small trees I want to remove. If I'm in the right mood, that's what I'll do. You know. But yeah, like this center area, like you just see how frickin' spacious it is, really. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. Much to appreciate here in this hellhole. But exactly how the leech system works is going to take a lot of experimentation, I think, in terms of like land design, like channels or whatever it is that you call that. That keep the leeches like spawning and then coming to a place where you can harvest them. So I have like a flat spot up here, and I think what I'll do is eventually probably have like multiple harvest zones, and then every time I make a run around, I'll have gathered up a bunch of leeches, and then I'll you know, cut them open in their stupid faces, and then it'll and take their sacks of blood home to my candle wives. So yeah, but you can also depart, run around like this. I want to flatten everything. I want this whole place to just look like it's truly been horrifyingly changed forever. But okay, let's do another run down the way. We'll see some more. That's right here. See how the draw distance is just not, it's just a little too long. you'll see like a blue light appear up ahead, right above those stairs, distantly, by the right in the middle here. See it? It just popped up. It's hard to see. It's distant, but so I think I want to do another light midway, or maybe like a whole row of something. I've left this little spot filled with trees just because it feels like having a nature preserve, but I'll probably give up on that idea soon enough. Because F it. All right. Thank you, boys. Watch these guys. There it is. There's one. And then there's the captive. Hello. You in there. You're going to be my best man. Okay. I've given 3 best man speeches in my life, and all 3 were before I did stand-up comedy, and I'm really pissed about that, because I would have given a much better speech. I would have fucking slayed. Those audiences are so easy. I did okay. You know, for a guy who'd never done it before, or didn't have the chops, but I had developed the chops, I do. Even in my state that I'm in these days, I feel like I'm very underperforming from my potential. What the fuck? Oh, that's because of that thing. Okay. I still feel confident about my speech giving ability. Because I feel more relaxed. This is a little exaggerated, but like, I felt very comfortable on stage. I mean, there are times where I didn't feel great, but you do it enough. But I wish I could give those best man speeches again, because I got 20 minutes about being bald that are just killer. Alright. Okay, so keep a head up. There they are. Already dead. And then... Hello? Excuse me? So, like, I kind of want to take all these weird trees that are fallen and turn them into, like, little lookout posts that make it easier to sort of scout the area. Ugh, can't crawl under it. Alright, keep an eye ahead for them to be born. It's even more sad when they get a few steps in. When they take like a, 6 hurried steps. Okay. So, you get an idea for where all the damn coal came from. All the stupid. But let's actually let's have a little fun here. I want to show you something. Let's pick a good spot for it. They're all good spots, actually. Who cares? It doesn't matter. So if we build a bonfire... Can I do a bonfire? Oh, what? Oh, it uses ancient bark. That's excellent. Oh my god. So this is... They must have changed it. Because I thought it was not that. I'm so glad that it uses ancient bark, because I have so much of that crap that I'm so sick of it. That's a good way to get rid of it. Okay. And core wood, too. That's... While I actually respect their decision. Oh shit, it fell through. That is fine. It is like, it was weird that you get so much wood off of like 2, it was like 2 or 5 or something before. I randomly built that. Oh yeah, I built this, I forgot. This little table, a little chair. Surrounded by some eyes. That's kind of weird. Is that a flower? What is that? Oh, that's the... Okay, I got a guy looking... Oh yeah, they're looking right at me. That's creepy. Huh. Okay. Maybe we'll get back to that someday. You know, we'll build stuff like that when we're bored. Got an arrow. That's kind of cool. Press auto run. Alright, so let's go back to the base. I could literally just never touch this for probably the rest of this playthrough and have more than enough coal. It's truly crazy. But anywhere I see something that I can chop down or destroy, it's my policy to chop down or destroy it. Look, they were born. So yeah, you might say I'm blessed. Now we have a whole bunch more frickin' coal that we got to worry about. Uh-oh. Oh shit! I thought I was overweighted. Yes. They do tend to spawn in pairs, but they're, I think, not like, but not close to each other. I need to get a new mic. I know somebody who has like super nice mics, and I want to do a little bit of work with them. Like we're supposed to talk or something, and I'm kind of hoping that instead of payment, I could be like, hey, you know those nice mics, do you use those? And if they're like, no, we'll be like, you can pay me with one of those. There's a lot of podcasting equipment in LA that is just like bought by people who had a little bit of money and then don't get used. All right. Yeah, I'm not thrilled with the leech. It's just a bit much, but I think we'll still incorporate the leeches somehow into this whole spot. Here, let's maybe just on the ends. Because I have some heads right here. That's cool. I mean, that's the difference. We made a big difference, didn't we? And we'll definitely be filling up these chests with more and more frickin' coal. But let's see what kind of decorating we can get up to here. I got in the theme. I do have blobs. I got a lot of those. Skeletons would also fit, but one of those, two of those, 11 of those, take more of those. Okay. So these are the Draugr Elite. Oh shit, I just threw. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up recessing back. Meaning, like, I'm going to build like a little nook and then push it back a little bit. At some point. Not going to do it right away, but... So we've already made a massive... Oh, god damn it. 6. Okay. Maybe a little bit tighter, maybe more, but that's okay. And then... What I like about the blobs is that they drip. and that's kind of fun. Here, like, I'll show you. They have a little smokiness and they're gross. It's feeling kind of crowded up here, but I could put... Oh, what's that? Could put more up here. Stuff's going to be up on top. Come on. Okay. Not sure why this is what I'm going with, but I decided... Try this here. See if this works. What's stopping it? One of my dang torches. What? Hang on. That's when I rip these things down. They've kind of been bugging me. This whole spot here, I have like actually, maybe we'll do that. Nice, nice. This will give me a bunch of stuff back too. I am curious to see if the stores have anything different other than the new bog store, the bog witch store that you've already seen, but okay. I'm trying to use these blobs for 8. Corner one didn't work. I'm hoping they like... Don't they drip? I don't mind that they smoke and stuff. That's kind of fun. They fog, I guess. Mist. Way too much fire noises for this old brain. All right. Better. I also like being able to run around here. So yeah, I think what I'll do is... son of a gun. Can I get up here? I mean, I already have kind of structure in the way. I think I'll end up pushing back this wall behind that and then like making a little, and that'll kind of stimulate some of the growth on this side of the building too. So okay, so yeah, here, watch, let's go to Elder if I need that. Hilder show. Hildir. Haldor. So this is, we're just going to visit the first store. I don't know if you've seen this. I mean, if you're familiar with Valheim, you probably have. We haven't been to this one in a while, though. So there's a chance that there's something new. I do want to find out if this guy can eat. Hey, Halstein. I love you, too. Carrots. Of course, I planted turnips. This is actually really close to my quarry. In fact, you can see the work I've done. We'll go take a look in a second here. Any amount of wood. I don't know why, but I just feel like the prices might be better when you bring him wood for his fire. Be nice to him. Pet his dog. Anything new, buddy? Hat, circlet. That's the light thing. Very good. Fishing, bait, thunder, no, nothing. I do need to do something with the egg. That's another one of those things I haven't yet done. Barrel hoops, I certainly gonna want more. The barrels look awesome. Yeah, I haven't yet to experiment with the egg. I know that there's something fun going on with that because it's 1,500. Crazy expensive. So, all right, buddy. Thanks for your. So yeah, check this out. So if we go north of Haldir, we end up at. This is part of my quarry, which I've been busy chopping out underneath. This stone is, this portal is currently deactivated because it's renamed. But yeah, so this is something you might have seen. But I kind of decided that this whole area, you can see Haldir's bubble. That's plain space right there. I've died around here a bunch too. Getting killed by plains fights. But there's a... Yeah, look at all this stuff here. I got all kinds of metal. I got all sorts of stuff. This is going to be all quarried out at some point. Probably dig out even more of the land. Pretty exciting. Ooh, good. So let's check. Can't turn down some mushrooms, of course. So where I've been gathering core wood is this way, kind of to the east. Yeah, off this way to the east. Digging through the ground as well. Shut up. And I know that if we keep going this way, we'll find a portal that I put up. Oh yeah, that's right. I set it up so that I could do it for the video. So yeah. And I sort of decided to keep a wall kind of between here and the plains. You know, you're supposed to like do logging by against the road. And then like they leave like a row of trees so that the people driving their cars don't realize the environmental devastation that's happening. I sort of decided to do that. I'll probably end up getting over that too. These trees do grow back, just given enough time. These forests regenerate, as happens in the world. But yeah, there's a lot of pine trees and stuff. Oh, yeah, there it is. See, I put a light above it, make it easy. So this is a spot that I set up for gathering. You even put chests on poles, and that just makes it easier when you do the big. Activate the elder power and just go crazy. I kind of want to try it with the berserk because that cuts down your stamina burn, but you can get a lot more out of it that way. Anything in there? So yeah, this is like a little base. I call it Stoneback, but that's just because that's what it was over back by the other spot. So pretty exciting. Yeah, nothing on my mind. I got all kinds of stuff to think about in the world, but I think it's what I like playing this game. Is it kind of helps me not do that a bit. I certainly can get on my high horse, and I do need to get another episode of Winners and Losers recorded. I just posted a interview I did with a guy, and I've got a couple more, at least one more. I'm trying to get guests and stuff and do a bit more of a proper type of show with people. So that's part of the comfort zone I'm trying to get myself out of, because I don't know if I'd call it easy, but I coast on things on avoiding the things that are difficult. Although, good Lord, I certainly can't talk for a long. Oh, sorry. I certainly can't talk a lot, but I do really like talking to people. So here, let's it's just a better way to do a show and stuff, but you got to be more consistent than I've been. So, all right. 40 minutes. We got about 10 minutes to go. I think what I'd like to do is get some progress with some stonework here. And maybe even put some more campfires down, just kind of randomly. So let's oh, it's a loud one. Where's that? Well, hold on. Before I just go running at it, just dump all this crap I got. This is sort of a dump chest. Okay. I need wood, though. All right. So I've placed a few around here, but that one's a little too close for comfort. So here, let's do this. Yes. Yes, like it's never there. So I think I did like a row kind of along this way. So let's just pick a... This is eventually where the fish monument structure... I want it to be like a whole park. I want it to be like going to a big crazy museum. All right, here, let's do it like this. I mean, the worst case scenario is I dig it up eventually on accident. And I'll just leave it there. Who cares? Although, do they destroy it? I don't think they do. So much is funny about burying it. Alright, so let's put like... Should have kicked him into the fire. Come here. Ah. Went farther than I thought. Come here. Attack me. That one has a survival instinct. I see a deer. See, there's one. Yeah, that's right. See, I put him over here. If they didn't make that noise, I'd think they're fun to have around. But let's just like kind of replicate what we did here. This whole building there's got to come down. This whole corner of the base is pretty neglected. So basically we're just gonna kind of make this a thing and then ooh. And then, you know, we'll probably add more, kinda, you know? Here, let's just... I mean, they're fine when they stay lit. I don't know why... Okay. The only problem doing them on the other side, like over by where the other... that trees over there is, and then we'll do a little bit of paving because I did say we're going to do that, didn't I? Oop, shit. I'm not rested. Place your stacks, grab your stones. Okay. Yeah, I hear him down there. So, carefully, keep your eyes on the sky. We have a visitor who I don't want to lose. Just keep I've sort of given this area over, but I'm not maybe well, it's gonna be a fun moment. Deer right there. Well, damn. I'm withholding the information. Sorry if that's frustrating. All right. We'll just randomly place a bunch. Who cares? This whole area is going to get majorly messed with. Good enough. I do like seeing the fires though. Look at those smokestacks. Those rising columns of smoke. That hurt my wrist. Pressing Control F3. They're neat. And the smoke, each like ball of smoke has kind of a lighting map. It'll like glow on the bottom from the fire. Are you mocking me? Oh, look at them. Two of them up there. All right. Since that's what we're doing. Okay. Each one of these is a gift to sanity. Gosh, look at all the stuff over here. I was doing 2 holes before, but like I don't think this area is covered. I don't know why I bury some and not others. I'm thinking like my brain is making decisions, but I'm not sure. Like I was thinking the other side is sort of a different stage, but then I changed my mind on that. And it literally doesn't matter at all. I do think burying it might be a little easier on the computing resources in terms of, I don't know what the limit is, but I imagine that there's a point where you overwhelm the, because I'm doing kind of elaborate base, but like how elaborate can this game get? Probably quite elaborate. We're gonna do some paving, I promised. I said we would. So it's trying to keep these between an hour, or between 45 and an hour, occasionally longer. Okay. Oh, that looks awesome, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks really cool. Now I wish I hadn't buried any of them. Oh man, that just looks so freaking cool. That really makes me want to like keep up with Terrace Mania. At some point, you know? Like where we have like buildings and cool kind of. Don't need to walk. It's gonna take. We're just see how the light glows on the smoke. Oh yes. Oh dude, this is gonna look so great when it's done. Like being at Machu Picchu at its prime. Exactly the same. Hold on, I see something alive. Oh, so cool. Man. Oh. Okay. Dude. I can't stop running up and down. I should have just done this angle the first time. I tried distance. I think I might have add trees. Look at that. Let's go. I did say we're going to do some paving. I got to get it in. I also have an idea for doing some changing the stairs to the workshop. I kind of want to put stairs here going down there. I think that's a good, and then redoing this corner thing. So let's get to sleep here first. Turn on one of my wives. They're all thinking I haven't been turned on since the wedding. When they maximized my credit card on the hotel pay-per-view for the Home Run Derby. Sammy Sosa versus Mark McGwire, greatest wedding night of our lives. Through a weird mishap, I had been switched my body with Mark McGwire. Oh, look, that one's half size. I'm sorry, baby. I'll come back. I'll rescue you. I'll send the other wives to rescue you. In case anyone's confused, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, those candles, those are my wives. Okay? Just so you're not confused. All right. Let's hope the weather holds. We can get a little bit of paving done. I don't know why I feel like that's like a big thing, but I did say it. I'm sprinting around. Those don't go there. Those go there. I heard one. Eventually it'll be like super rare. Oh, super rare to even hear one. And you'll all be like, Hank did a great job. He really blew me away. I just want to run over here and look at the fires. Keep an eye out for our guests in case they came back. That's so cool. I don't know why. Look at that. Okay. A little bit of paving over here. It also justifies me doing some of the work on my own, too. So I kind of want to just continue. Actually, I wanted to do it over here. That's not here. Now they're just making fun of me. So yeah, we want to do that. I kind of wanted to get to a point where we had a wall. How dare you? How dare you? I am the king! But let's make sure that that is how it's lined up. I don't think it is, actually. So yeah, half over is where that lines up. If we're going to do it the same, which I want to. I'm okay with that, so okay. That piece of shit running back and forth over there. Friends are probably watching going, look at that moron. He's so mad at us. Son of a bitch. I mean, they can wander around and they can get chased and stuff. So I think that might be kind of what's happening too. Or my whole thing is wrong, that the campfires don't actually... You better turn around. Oh! Body landed on a boar. Oh, that thing was pissed. Okay. I feel like I've been a little panicky in the last 5 minutes, so let's just calm it down. Enjoy the smoke. The balls of the puffy cotton balls of smoke. So upon here, we then go 3 over. from the upper wall. But I don't have enough stuff built up, so I might have to raise land. Or do we keep it like it's like an area below? I think we raise the land. Not bad. Yeah, I don't have the perfect system worked out, but now we want to go like this. Okay. All right. Coming along. Progress. Maybe we'll pick this up next time. I do want to just do more, but I am kind of exhausted for today. Drink some ice water, go to bed, drink some more ice water, get up, go to the bathroom, go back to bed, drink some more ice water, get up, get startled by a silverfish doing whatever they do at night. And that's what happens. We're going to do that tonight and then wake up in the morning and be alive still. I'm glad you're alive. We're all alive at the same time. Isn't that kind of crazy? That's really fucking crazy. I wish we were doing a better job taking care of the planet and each other. Those two things are inner. I think that's the super secret humanity must come to grips with, is that taking care of the planet is the same thing as taking care of each other. Those two activities become the same exact thing. Somehow, some way. Not that it's simple, because no matter what, humans are doing weird stuff. Most animals don't leave the trail of destruction and plastic, and but nevertheless, we could be doing things. All right, let me save that for later. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoying the game. Hope you're enjoying the playthrough. We've had some fun paving and stuff happening. So look at this base. This thing is coming together a bit. Stand up here, take a look around. Lovely. It's gonna look pretty cool when it's like all dialed in, and there's like there'll be buildings eventually, but mostly it's going to be terraces and flat spots for a while. So, all right, well, that's good. Okay, now, bye night. Bye.